had a bad relationship with alcohol. So when I was 8 years old, my brother died from alcohol. And after his death, I was very young, but my family, they didn't understand the negative impacts of alcohol. They actually carried on drinking. I grew up in the UK. I grew up in a very poor family. My dad's side of the family were what you call like traveller gypsies. We grew up in a council house. It's like very poor housing in the UK. I grew up very tough. We were very poor. It wasn't until later in my life when I started looking into being an actress that I started actually like learning how to talk properly and learning how to present myself. And now I'm Muslim, alhamdulillah, and that's the highlight of my life. I say no because I wasn't religious. I didn't have a religion, but I had faith. In difficult moments, I would find myself talking to God. I didn't know what God was, who God is, but I would, if I was in a difficult scenario, I would be like, God, can you please help me? I probably wouldn't use the word God, but yeah, I believed in a higher power, but I never really properly thought about it. I never told anyone that I believed. I was one of those people. Had a bad relationship with alcohol. So when I was 8 years old, my brother died from alcohol. And the reason why it affected me so much is because obviously I was very close to him, he was my brother. But the reason why it affected me so much is because when he died, the doctor said that if he wasn't drunk, he wouldn't have died. And after his death, I was very young, but my family, they didn't understand the negative impacts of alcohol. They actually carried on drinking. They drank more than they used to. My dad went to pubs even more. I saw him even less. He was always at the pub. And through him going to the pub, my dad then met a 15-year-old girl who he left my mum for. There was another moment on top of that that was really special, and that was the moment that happened after I did tasbih for the first time. And that was a moment when I was coming out of the mosque, Blue Mosque here in Istanbul, and I stood between Blue Mosque and Hagia Sophia. That's where I heard the azan for the first time. I mean, I'd heard it before, but this is when I really heard it. Like, I actually stopped and listened to the azan, because when you're standing between those two mosques, it's so loud. The azan is so loud. And I remember standing there and just hearing the azan and thinking, wow, that is so beautiful. That is so peaceful. And then once I discovered Islam, once I became Muslim, it was the remedy to my anxiety. It was the thing that I'd been searching for so long to stop me from feeling anxious all the time and worried all the time, because I learned tawakkul. I learned about having faith in God, about having faith in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That feeling was what actually drew me to Islam. I didn't take shahada in a formal way. I didn't do it in a mosque. I did it during COVID, during lockdown, in my living room. I cried the entire night. It was during Ramadan, the Ramadan that I became Muslim. I cried pretty much the whole time. If I remember rightly, I did it over and over again because I was worried that I was doing it wrong. So I kept doing the shahada over and over again because I couldn't get the words out, and I was crying so much, and I was like, okay, I'd take a breath and then I'd try again, then I'd start crying. So I did my shahada technically multiple times. The feeling was like, it was like I'd found my purpose. My mum, when I first converted to Islam, she came up to me with her Google searches of things that she'd Googled. And they were concerns. They were, I guess, genuine concerns, but mostly fake news, conspiracy theories that she'd found. And she was not happy. She used the word terrorist a lot, to be honest. I lost a lot of friends. There's still a lot of people that don't talk to me. One of my friends messaged me on Facebook and he said, "Are you doing this for a guy? Are you being intimidated? What's going on?" Like, he genuinely thought I was in a scary situation. And my family is just really weird around me because they don't know how to act. They think I've gone crazy. They think I don't know. I think for me, and I always advocate this, is learning. Constantly growing with your knowledge is what keeps me in the religion, and it keeps me good in the religion. And I think people who convert to Islam, more than ever, they need to be the ones that keep learning constantly. I think if you stop learning for too long, that's why people leave the religion. Around and think. That's what I would like to say, because a lot of us, we're on this roller coaster, and this roller coaster just doesn't stop. It just keeps going, keeps going. Shaitan puts us on that roller coaster in a sense that we're constantly busy, we're constantly doing something. We never get the chance to stop, think, and look, because someone who knows God, who knows God's attributes, when they look around, they don't just see things, they see miracles. And if anyone takes the time to stop and actually think and look, everyone will come to the same conclusion. This is not just here by mistake. This is here because it's meant to be here, because a being fashioned it.